Good day, everyone. This is Jenny's Fashion Channel. Thanks to all my amazing fans and subscribers. This channel is all about leveling up on your fashion designing skill. And today, I'll be teaching you how to draft and cut a corset with a yoke with a keyhole neckline at the back. So if it is what you're all about, you are definitely at the right place. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, now will be a very good time for you to smash on the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. Without further ado, let's jump right in, shall we? The first thing is to draw a line as your starting point. Then I will come down by 10.5 inches for my bust line. I will mark it and draw the line. Then for the under bust line, I will come down by 3.5 inches from my bust line. I will mark it, but if of a bigger size, you come down by 4 inches. Then for the half cut line, I will come down by 17.5 inches. And I'm going to add extra 1 inch for joining. Then I will take my shoulder measurement, divide by 2. Mine is 8. I will mark it. I will come down by 1 inch from my shoulder point for my shoulder slap. Then I'm using 3 inches for my neck width and 4.5 inches for my neck depth. Then I will connect like this. I am going for a round neck. So I'm going to come up from this point by 1.5 inches diagonally. Then I will connect like this to get a perfect round curve. I will now connect the neck width to the shoulder slope point. The next thing is to get my armhole length, and for me to get my armhole length, I will take my bust measurement, which is 40, divide by 6 plus 1.5 inches. I will mark it. And I will connect like so. Then I will draw a line across the armhole length point like this as my chest line. I will go ahead and label the lines. The next thing is to get my armhole curve. So I'm going to take the midpoint of this armhole length. I will mark it. And I will go in from that point by half an inch. Then on the chest line, I will take my bust measurement, divide by 4. I will mark it on the chest line. Then I will connect these 3 points to get my armhole curve. The next thing is to take my nipple to nipple measurement, divide by 2. Mine is 7, divide by 2, 3.5. I will mark it on my bust line, my under bust line, half cut line, and joining allowance line. Then I will connect like this. The next thing is to get my under bust dart. And for me to get my under bust dart, I'm going to measure the difference between the bust point to the under bust point. Mine is 3.5 inches. So I'm going to divide the 3.5 inches by 2. It will give me about 1.75 inches. I'm going to divide the 1.75 inches by 2 again. It will give me about 0.88 inch. So I'm going to take the 0.88 inch to the left and 1.75 inches to the right. Is that clear? If the difference between your bust line to the under bust is 4, you will divide the 4 by 2. It will give you 2. You divide the 2 again by 2. It will give you 1. You take 1 to the left and take 2 to the right. Are we on the same page? Then I will come down by 1 inch from the bust point. This is to remove any form of pointiness on the bust area. Then I will connect it to the under bust darts like so. Then the next thing is to get where you want your yoke to stop. Me, I'm going to come down by 6.5 inches. This is where I want my yoke to stop. You can use 7 inches. You can still maintain your chest line. It is not cast on stone. I'll go ahead and draw the line. I'm going to get the midpoint of this my shoulder line. I will mark it and connect it to the bust point. Then for the over bust tightening, I will go in by 1 inch and go out by 1 inch. Then I will come up by half an inch from the bust point. Then I will connect it to the over bust darts. I will go ahead and measure the 2 curves to ensure that they are equal. After measuring, I found out that the one at the right side is bigger than the one at the left side with half an inch. So I'm going to extend the one at the left side with half an inch so that there will be equal, so that one cup will not be lesser than the other. The next thing is to get the yoke neckline. So I'm going to come up by 1 inch from the chest line. Though this purely depends on you. You can maintain the chest line. You can go below the chest line. You can even maintain the bust line. It depends on how leveling you want it. Then from that point, I'm going to go out by half an inch. Then I'll connect this dart to the half inch I came out with to give it a sweetheart curve. Then from this point, I'm going to go up by 1/4 of an inch. This is to remove any form of pointiness or sharp edge on that point. I'll go ahead and connect to form my cup. To get the second cup, I'm going to measure the difference between my bust point to my underbust, and I'm going to add it half an inch to the measurement. The difference between my bust point to the underbust is 3.5 inches. So I'm going to add half an inch to the 3.5 inches. It will give me 4 inches. So I'm going to go up by 4 inches from this bust point because bust is fuller on the armhole side. I will go up by 1/4 of an inch from those points like I did on the other side to remove any form of sharp edge. Then I will connect like this. Then I will get the midpoint of this my armhole curve, the one on the chest line. Then from that point, I'm going to go down by half an inch. I will draw a line to connect to that point like this. I'll go ahead and connect my cup like this. Then I will blend it to meet this line. You know, if it is normal bustier, we're supposed to replace this our dart intake to the armhole like this. But because this is a corset and our yoke will be passing under the chest line, we don't need it here. But when we are done drafting, when we want to transfer the drafted pattern on the main fabric, we can now add the necessary allowance. Then we connect this underbust point straight down to joining allowance ladders. Then I will take my bust measurement, divide by 4 plus 2 inches for seam allowance. I will mark it. On the underbust line, I will take my underbust measurement, divide by 4 plus 2 inches for seam allowance. I will replace this dart here. I will mark it. On the half cut line, I'm going to take my waist measurement, divide by 4 plus 2 inches seam allowance. I'm going to replace this dart here. I will mark it. I will mark the same thing on the joining allowance. I will go ahead and connect like this. All this part will be cut off. We'll go ahead and label our cups, cup 1 and cup 2. We now go ahead and cut to see how it will look like. I almost forgot to add half an inch on the shoulder line for joining. So let me go ahead and add it, then continue with the cutting. So guys, this is it for the front panel. We now go over to the back panel. The first thing is to draw a line as my starting point. Then I will come down by 10.5 inches for my bust line, come down by 17.5 inches for my half cut line, and add 1 inch for joining allowance. I will go ahead and draw the lines. I will go up by 1.5 inches for my zipper from this point. I'll go ahead and draw the line. Then I will take my shoulder measurement, divide by 2. I will mark it. And I will come down by 1 inch from that point for my shoulder slab. Then I'm using 3 inches for my neck width and 1.5 inches for my neck depth, and I will connect like so. I will take my nipple to nipple measurement, divide by 2 plus half an inch. I will mark it on the bust line, mark the same thing on the half cut line, and of course my joining allowance line. Then I will connect straight down like so. I will go in by half an inch from this point and go up by half an inch to form a dart. Then from the bust point, I'm going to extend the line by 1 inch. Then I'm going to connect it to the darts. Then I'll connect this neck width to the shoulder slope like this. For the armhole length, I'll come down by 8.1 inches. I will mark it and connect like so. I'll go ahead and draw a line across it like so as my chest line. For the armhole curve, I will get the midpoint of this armhole length and I will mark it. Then on the chest line, I will take my bust measurement, divide by 4. I will mark it on the chest line. Then I'll connect these 2 points to get my armhole curve. I will go up by 1/2 inch on the shoulder line for joining and connect like so. Then for the keyhole neckline, I'm going to go down by 1 inch from this my neck depth. You can go down by 1.5 inches. I will mark it and I will connect it to this line like this. Then on this zipper allowance, I will go in by 1/2 inch on the waistline. This is to remove any form of bulginess on the waistline, and I will connect it like so. Then I'll go ahead and extend this line to the allowance line for button or hook. I will take my bust measurement divide by 4 plus 2 inches for seam allowance. I will mark it. Then on the half cut line, I will take my waist measurement divide by 4 plus 2 inches for seam allowance. I will replace this dot here. Then I will mark it. I will mark the same thing on the joining allowance. Then I will connect like so. This will be my yoke. Follow me closely. Let's now cut. So guys, this is it for the back panel. It is that simple. Do it yourself and let me see how it looks like in the comment section. See you in my next video. Bye.